I was in the process of hooking this all up, testing it as you know with this, and then I decided this inverter is bigger than just some little 120 volt box. It's got 10,000 watts. This thing can run my whole house. So let's do it. Let's run the whole house. So that is exactly what is coming up next. Trim all this. Remember, be shipped. Packaging. Corners are all protected. It's wrapped up nice and well to protect from a little bit of weather. Okay, here we go. These are the indelible signs of an inverter. Awkward size. All right. Model PVT 10K 48 volt 200 amp SP hybrid solar inverter. 5,000 watt, 5,000 watt. So it's a 10,000 watt split phase inverter with a 120 amp charger. Split phase, single phase. 10,000 watt single phase, split phase 5,000 watt, battery input 48 volt, discharge current 220 amp, max battery charge current 200 amps, PV input 2 MPPTs for 125 volts to 425 volts, 22 amps each, 5,000 watts of PV input, 5,000 watts output max. It's gonna be easier if I just make it good and secure. A little extra twist. First odd thing. Next thing. Alright, full test is good. They're all in. They're all tight. Follow it down. Connects to the positive bus bar here. Everything polarity wise is correct. That is extremely important at this point to get the polarity correct. The switch over here is for AC input switch, is the off-on switch. So I'm assuming at this point the off-on switch is what we need to flip. And we have power. Looks like it's booting up. Main preset output 120. Oh, look at that. Fault light went off, charge light went off. Not showing any PV, which is good because there's no PV connected. And that is a smiley face. So we come over here and we see 120.8 volts. And let's try a test plug here. If you don't have one of these, you should get one of these. These are very handy little tools. I'll put a link in the description. These just tell you that your wall plugs are actually hooked up correctly. You want two lights like that, which basically says that everything is wired correctly. If you have a open ground or open neutral, then this plug will tell you. Now let's run some loads and see what we can get out of this. So let's plug this in and see what kind of pull we get. We do see a draw on the batteries. You see 12 amps, 1476 watts. I show 12 amps, 31 from the battery, 240.5. So it is running in split phase. I was in the process of hooking this all up, testing it as you know with this, and then I decided this inverter is bigger than just some little 120 volt box. It's got 10,000 watts. This thing can run my whole house. So let's do it. Let's run the whole house. So that is exactly what is coming up next. I took a plug, wired it in, big giant 6-aught cable, wired it into a plug, ran the big 50 amp cord across over to the house, and I powered the entire house. And I ran the air conditioners, I ran the window units, I ran the hot water heater. At one point, the hot water heater and the air conditioner started. And, you know, I was kind of surprised with the magnificent performance of this. And then I realized this is the same inverter. I noticed this layout here looked familiar to me. So I went back to a buddy of mine out on the line, Doc, and I looked at his video. Right now I'm waiting for permission from him. If he gives it to me, I will show you his video of the SRNE inverter. This is a repackaged, the ZLPower is a repackaged SRNE inverter, or SRNE is the repackaged inverter. I don't know which one's which, but they're manufactured identical. The connections are the same, the PVs are the same, the output's the same, the communication board's the same, even the connections are the same, and underneath the covers is the same. So what I did is I ran my entire house for 24 hours off grid, 100% with this inverter. Now I ran into one problem. I didn't shut anything off. I just let it all run, and I figured, what the heck? What's the worst that can happen is the inverter is going to shut down. Now, the inverter did not shut down, I will tell you. I did not push to the point where it would shut down. For example, we didn't use the oven, but the hot water heater cycled on and off. The air conditioner cycled on and off, and I'm talking about the full 3-ton, full house, whole thing, cycled off and on. Every other device in the house I left completely alone, and I saw, and my wife saw, no problems with one exception. When the house power came back on, being operated from this, I switched all the clocks, set all the clocks. I did have problems with the internet router. When the AC would come on, there would be and I suspect it was a dip in the voltage that was causing it. It was a small dip in the voltage as it hit those capacitors and started that compressor. My suspicion is that a soft start would resolve this problem quite easily. As the air conditioner is now about 11 years old and has not had any issues since I installed it, so it's not a new unit, but it's also not an old unit that's in bad shape. So when it would start, the cable modem would reboot. I'm suspecting it is because there was a power loss. I checked the sine wave, which you'll see on the screen. I'll put that up on the screen right here. And you can see that it was perfect sine wave regardless of what happened. I never saw anything that was causing any troubles with it. I connected it right here to the connections, which is why the cover is off here while this is charging. And today all it's doing is just doing some charging. But 24 hours, This thing outputted about 31 kilowatt hours of power to operate the house in that time frame between everything that was running. The only thing I did not test was what did it actually take to shut this down. And I was more worried about what damage would it do to the remaining of the items in the house than it was what was it going to take to shut this down. As far as operating off grid for a hurricane, I am all set. This thing is beautiful. It is a good piece of hardware under the covers because it is the same equipment that has fantastic reviews everywhere else. I tested it hard, and I mean I ran it like air conditioning all day long, and hot water heater and everything. Nothing different than I would run a normal house. This is a whole house solution. If I was going off grid, I think I would do two of them. And with the price that these are, you could do two of them for less the cost that you could do two 12,000s or two 6,000 XPs and end up with a much larger solution than you would have with two of these, or for a lot less price, you would end up with a lot larger solution. Two of these ran in parallel, you would have 20,000 watts of power. And from what I saw, the surge, all my surge problems would go away. So I encourage you, if you've got one of these, or if you've got an SRNE or a couple of the other ones that are also rebranded the same thing, and you can tell from this layout down here that this is basically what they all look like. And if you've got one, I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear what you use your system for and how well it works for you, because it is obvious this is a really good unit. Like I said, the only real problem I had was that big air conditioner surge did cause a voltage drop. The sine wave was beautiful all the time. The output was beautiful. Other than that, I saw no difference from operating on grid all day long. And I am going to keep this one out here and use it for some future fun that we will have, but I will always be prepared for a hurricane when it comes. If my 6,000 isn't enough, I also have the 10K, the ZLPower 10K inverter that has a wonderful output and has really served me well up to this point. Thank you for watching. I hope that this video does you some good, and I'm going to go back and do some different real live testing on this thing. I haven't quite figured out what all that's going to be yet, but I will have a second video with this one with some follow-up. So if you've got something that you want to see coming from this, or you want to understand something that how it operates or something like that, please let me know. I'd be glad to demonstrate that and show you exactly how it works. As it stands right now, 2 thumbs up on this one. It worked great. It's a whole home solution. It is a hybrid inverter, not just an off-grid inverter. I did not check the backfeed scenario, so that might be something that I play with in the future. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.